Hi guys, how's it going? Happy energy reading. I'm Terry. It's so great to see you guys. We're in for another week, not weekend, energy reading. So this reading will go from Monday to Thursday of this week, but they're timeless. So really whenever you watch this, the same messages will apply. Just please understand that this is a reading for the collective. So that means not all this information is going to resonate with each and every one of you. So just take what does and toss what doesn't. And if you would like something more personal, more private, please feel free to book a one-on-one session with me through my site, terryhuberman.com. And there's only 4 days left for a $50 discount off of a 45-minute reading. I will be retiring the 45-minute readings and only offering 30-minute readings. So if you are looking for a longer reading, you probably want to book it before July 31st. And if you use the code JUL, J-U-L 2020, you'll get $50 off of that, a discount off of that reading, a 45-minute reading, okay? So only 4 days left for that. And also just one more awesome thing to tell you about. I am hosting a Soul Connection Sunday on Sunday, August 2nd at 10 a.m. Pacific, which is 1 p.m. Eastern. If you want some more information about that, please feel free to private message me. It's only $5 and we're going to have a guest resident medium, a guest medium. She's an award winner, evidential medium. Her name is Kate Kofelt. And I will be leading us in a general spirit message from spirit and also an energy shifting session. So it is going to be a high vibrational, fun loving, healing day of messages and connection with spirit. So come from the messages from spirit and stay for the connection. Again, it's only $5. And if you want more information on that, private message me. So this morning when I tapped into Team Terry and I'm like, all right, you guys, what do you need me to tell the collective? They showed me a brain and I was like, what brain? Are you turning us into zombies? Because I kind of feel like we're all turning into zombies here. No. They were talking about stimulating the brain. So there have been plenty of us who are not stimulating the brain from a literal sense. And what they were talking about is, see, the way neuroplasticity works, it means you can learn something new, right? So if we're always doing the same thing over and over and over again, we're not bringing more information, we're not bringing more energetic frequencies into our electromagnetic field, so nothing can change, right? And what happens is that the brain just continues operating in its normal, regular fashion. Now, every experience, all our behaviors, they've built neural pathways in our brain. You can kind of think of it as like a highway or a freeway, right? The frequencies, the electronic impulses, the electricity shoots in a certain fashion and literally creates a groove in the brain, right? So any behavior, any thought shoots a certain electrical impulse and creates a new neural pathway. So if we're doing the same thing over and over and over again, then we're just keep like that neural network is like really well grooved in there and it becomes part of our normal regular operating system. But that doesn't help stimulate the brain. What helps stimulate the brain is neuroplasticity, which is the ability to learn something new. And this way, new neural networks can be built. So what Spirit was telling me was that it's time for us to learn something new. So this week is a really great week to learn something new. Maybe some of you guys have been thinking, oh, I want to learn how to play a musical instrument. Awesome. Maybe you want to learn how to play video games. I say learn how to play video games because I suck at video games. I'm too competitive and I'm too hard on myself. So I don't like to because I end up beating myself up, right? So I am not going to learn how to play video games this week, but maybe you will. I'd be better at a board game, learning how to play a board game than a video game. But my point is to learn something new, right? So maybe some of you might want to learn how to cook. Maybe some of you might want to learn how to pick up a new language. So it's about stimulating the brain. It's about building new neural pathways for us to bring in new frequencies, new energies into our already established electromagnetic field, into our aura that's already established. And there are so many new things that you can learn. As a matter of fact, you don't just have to learn something new. It's about stimulating the brain with something new. You can go to a new place. Now, I know a lot of us aren't, at least here in Los Angeles, we do have strict lockdowns still. And many people are concerned about contracting corona and all the things, but there are still new things that we can experience and learn and go to. So if you wanted to take a drive maybe for the day and just go to a new location, that will also stimulate your brain. So this week is about learning something new and stimulating our brain. I'm going to pick a card now. Let's see. What are some of the implementation tools that we can do and use to learn something new? Now, maybe some of you guys are starting something new, a new job, or just a new friendship, a new relationship, or something like that. And so you're already in it, and that's okay too, because you are learning how to relate with someone else, whether it's a boss, a coworker, a lover, a friend. You're learning how to relate. So that's still part of the learning process. So that does count as stimulation. So, we got the Tower card, okay? So the Tower card typically represents surprises. So, and you know what? There's some, what's the word? Gosh, I can't remember the word right now. It's totally escaping me, but like a perception or an overview that the Tower card is a negative card. Well, I got to tell you that in this case, I feel like it's not necessarily a negative card. The Tower card is definitely a card of surprise, and I'm using the Good Tarot. This is not your traditional Rider-Waite deck. The Tower card typically represents being knocked off balance and having surprises come to you, or how you think something might go, it actually ends up going a different way if you've already, strategized. Now, from a negative perspective, yeah, you can say this sucks, my life's going to be turned upside down. But from a really positive perspective, you can say, oh my gosh, this means new and more information is going to be coming to me because I will now be exposed to something different that I wasn't expecting. So this is actually perfectly well in alignment for this week's energy reading in terms of finding something new. So here's what I want to say about this week. Yes, we will find ways and need to find ways and perhaps be creative about finding those ways for brain and neural stimulation. But I feel like it's going to actually be given to us by surprise. So I am predicting a lot of surprises this week. And each and every one of us are on a different path, on a different level, and have different consciousness awarenesses. So don't go ahead and compare your surprise or whatever happens to you to somebody else. And also don't compare your learning opportunities to other people's other learning opportunities, or how fast they're moving in their learning experience and how fast you're learning in your learning experience. Okay. So, just kind of sit there and go, okay, I know that this week something's going to happen where I am going to be put in a situation that's new and different, and I'm going to have to learn how to adapt to it, learn how to deal with it. But that's a really good thing, because I now am bringing in new information into my energy field. New frequencies are now going to be integrating with my field, which means I have to change. There's something coming up, right? So something is going to be different. So this week is going to be a week of change, and there will be brain stimulation, faux show. So it's kind of cool. I like this. Again, you can take the perspective that it's going to be a negative thing or a positive thing. I mean, it's really up to you. That is where you get to choose your own adventure in this life. You get to choose your own reality. So I think this is great. So a lot of brain stimulation this week, opportunity for change to stimulate that brain. This is a wonderful, wonderful thing. So what am I always saying to you guys? Stay connected. This is a great way to stay connected to yourself, right? So stay connected to your friends and family, stay connected to yourself, and of course you can stay connected to me. And if you'd like to work with me at all in any capacity, check out my site, terryhuberman.com. Of course, come to the Soul Connection Sunday on August 2nd. You can direct message me or check out on my site the events section to learn more about that. It's only $5. And of course, I have my community on Patreon where there are live workshops, there are live group sessions, energy shifting group sessions, and group readings as well. So you can check me out on patreon.com/Terry Huberman, and I'll see ya on the flip side.